everybody, and welcome back to another episode of I Was Thinking with Nafis and Simone. Right now, it's Simone. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I'm not used to recording at night, but I am not alone. Our designated, what did we call you again? Our residential guest?
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I don't know. Macy's back. Say hi, Macy.
Hello. I'm a permanent guest, which doesn't make sense because a guest is only supposed to be every so often or once. So I'm just a reoccurring guest.
You know what? It's our podcast, and I really don't care about the technical terms anymore. You're just going to be here whenever. We feel like it. You've been here since like almost the start, basically. We're back. Mm-hmm. Macy, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's almost halfway through the week, and I have this Friday off, so I'm looking forward to a short week. I'm gonna go see my mom. That's good. So yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about that. Nothing exciting other than that has been happening, really, but.
Yeah,
we did
just
get
trying to survive this world.
Right?
It's I have to constantly remind myself. Well, try not to remind myself that it's burning. Just chaotic.
Yeah, no, I think that I tend to bury my head in the sand a little bit with everything that's going on, just because I have enough to deal with in my adulting life. And if I paid attention to everything that was happening, I'd probably have a breakdown. So just been minding my own business and staying in my own lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And like now it's when I feel like I'm starting to get guests that are testing me. So it's even more like, oh, Simone, calm down. Yeah. Thankfully, my coworkers are kind of like me as far as like our attitude when it comes to dealing with people. So like we can always joke when we have someone rude or something like that. So I at least can count on having good coworkers to keep me sane, because some of these people are ridiculous. It just amazes me sometimes the entitlement people have. Like, my God.
Mm-hmm. I deal with them all day long. Not all day, but like a large portion of my job is people that are just calling me because they haven't gotten their checks yet and they want more money from me. And
it's probably worse too, because like you're not face to face, like they're calling you. So sometimes you might get people that are more rude.
People are more aggressive over the phone because it's like a barrier. But the only good thing about a phone is if they seriously start to like curse me out or like get ridiculous, I can hang up on them. You know?
That's good. I didn't know if you would get in trouble for that or not.
No, if they're like being belligerent, like there's no need for that, you know? Put your big boy pants on and be patient. So
it's crazy.
I haven't had to hang up on anyone before, even though I've had some really bad people, and I'm pretty patient and will work with people, and I have a good poker face / voice, and I can cry afterwards. But like for the most part, if someone's yelling at me or using inappropriate language, for the most part I just ignore them. And I only focus on the things that I can actually help them with. I don't acknowledge them getting mad at me because it's only going to pursue them to make it worse. So I tend to I'll apologize when necessary, but I'm not going to over apologize to you for you yelling at me. So I tend to just ignore it, and I focus on what I can help them with, and they'll trail off and like stop using those words because it's obviously not getting a response from me. So that's how I deal with it most of the time.
Very mature.
I've been doing this for a while. So
no, that's good though. I mean, everyone reacts to customer service type jobs or not. I promise you it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't really want to work with people in general because people suck.
Oh, yeah. No, me neither. Can't wait till the day comes. I mean, I don't mind working with people. It's just working with random people. You don't know how they're going to be. And it's like you basically are serving them.
Yeah, customer service
in the name,
they automatically think that you are a lower species than them.
Exactly. So I don't mind working with people if it's like a type of job where like, even if you're like hold a higher title or boss, we can hopefully treat each other with respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I really enjoy all my coworkers. Everybody's super nice. And even my supervisor is hilarious, and we exchange gifts all day long in the messaging system. So the people I work with are really very pleasant. It's just the people on the phones that are a little crazy. And move into what we were
let's move on from adulting, because adulting makes us sad. It just makes us sad. But anyways, reverting it back to K-pop, what are we talking about today, Macy?
we're talking
because
about...
I'm basically giving you most of the floor today, since this is technically like this is your group that you have the floor.
Right.
You're basically going to be like part acting co-host today.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're talking about no pressure. We're talking about a group that is very near and dear to my heart. GOT7. They're the second group that I ever got into while listening to K-pop. I got into them pretty much at the same time I did BTS, but like maybe a month after I had gone down the BTS rabbit hole, I discovered them. I believe the first like music video I watched was, I want to say Look, and then
was it?
Yeah, I think so. And then Lullaby. Those were the first.
I think mine were actually, I don't remember if I watched Lullaby first or Just Right, because I actually discovered GOT7 on my own before I knew you were into them.
Just Right came first, but I think I saw Look first, and then I saw Lullaby, and then I saw Just Right, and I think that solidified it for me. But I genuinely, they're one of the few groups besides BTS that I generally like the majority of their music. Like I don't have a lot of songs that I like skip on. So, and they're also, I don't want to make comparisons between them and BTS because I feel like they're very different. I listen to them for a different reason. They're definitely more in the, I guess I would put them in like the R&B category.
I would too.
Easy listening, so. I mean, kind of. They have a lot of hype songs, but if I had to put them in a category, I would say R&B.
I can see that.
So, which I don't consider BTS R&B. So I listen to them for a different reason. It's a different genre of music. And obviously, I like them as people for different reasons as well. But they are similar to BTS in they're in the same generation. They're all kind of similar ages, and a couple of them are friends. I know Yugyeom,
97 liner.
Yeah, Yugyeom and Jungkook are both in the 97 liners. Jesus, I can't talk.
79.
Right? How old are you? 97 liners.
So is Bam Bam.
Yes, Bam Bam as well, which is our age, which is cool. And then Jackson and Namjoon from BTS are also really good friends. Both groups interact with each other, so I like seeing those interactions. I think they're all friends, but those two relationships stick out to me. But they're a little different. I feel like they're a well-known group that is still very underrated. I think a lot of people know of them, but I don't know if people appreciate how talented they are, which I think they're really talented. I think Youngjae and JB are some of the best vocalists in K-pop, in my opinion. So
I can agree with that. I love hearing Youngjae sing. So definitely one of my favorite voices.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but I think, and then Jackson is probably, he's similar to me in the way that Namjoon is similar to you. He's probably my bias in K-pop overall. He's my favorite rapper in K-pop. And then JB is technically my bias in GOT7. It's slowly evolved into that. So, but I like all of them. They're all really cool people.
Evolved? I feel like it's always been there.
It's always been there, but I refused to accept it for a while because I was like Jackson.
Okay, yeah, that was it. Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, JB's just he's my personality type. We're both Capricorns, and he's got a very first of all, he has a great singing voice. That's like the main reason. But then he is very under his breath kind of sense of humor, which is my sense of humor. So I always tend to pick him out in groups because he's saying really funny stuff, but people don't always hear him, but I hear it because that's the type of humor that I like. So, and Jackson, he's just a goofball. He's very outgoing, which I like. Yeah,
I think Jackson was also, he was obviously the member I recognized the most when I was trying to learn their faces.
He's the reason I got into them. So, yeah, for sure.
And then I think even before I listened to all of GOT7's music, Jackson's solo music was the ones I was listening to more at the time. And then when I got into the group, it was between Jackson and Bam Bam for a little bit. And now it's Bam Bam and Yugyeom. Yugyeom kind of sneaked up on me for some reason. I don't know how.
Yugyeom is an amazing dancer. He's really good.
He is. And I like his singing voice too. He has a very unique voice where you can tell it's him.
Yeah, I can always pick him out. Sometimes I have trouble telling who's who. Usually I can differentiate, but for him, for sure, I can always tell when he's singing.
Yeah. So I like listening to his voice. Great dancer. Very tall. Him and Bam Bam are ginormous.
Yeah, they're both really tall.
And just Bam Bam because I have, my fellow Taurus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a character. I really like him.
He's only older than me by 12 days.
That's fun.
So support, yeah. But my biases are Bam Bam and Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't choose.
I feel kind of the same way. Like I just said that it's JB, but like I have such a hard time picking between.
They're all great, honestly.
Yeah,
so.
You don't I think we said this in the BTS episode. You don't have to have a bias, and just because you do have one doesn't mean that you like any of the other members less.
Yeah,
so.
And honestly, knowing me as a person, I wouldn't like the group if I didn't like all the members.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wouldn't be so invested in groups like how I am with BTS and GOT7 if I didn't like them all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're probably, I would say that I'm as invested in them as I am BTS. The only thing that won't happen for me is I won't be able to see them in concert because they...
Well, never say never. Okay, well, before we get to that, we pretty much did an introduction, but Macy, do you want to introduce all of them? Because we only mentioned 4 of them, and there's 7 of them. So we're going to give some little facts. We didn't do that with BTS, but I didn't think, honestly, we didn't need to.
No, yeah, everybody knows everything. We just
everybody knows who they are.
So technically, Jin Young and JB debuted first. They debuted on May 21st, 2012 as a duo called JJ Project. They debuted with the song Bounce. So they start. It's
such a weird, intricate song that like mixes 3 genres, like pop and then like this weird rock breakdown, but it works for the song. I don't know. I love Bounce though. I don't care how old it is, and that's the type of music I was listening to back then. So if I discovered it earlier, I would have overplayed that so much.
So they debuted first as a duo, and then the group as a whole debuted January 16th, 2014. And the members, there's 7 members. There's JB, Mark, Jackson, Jin Young, Young Jae, Bam Bam, and Yoongyum. And those are in the order from oldest to youngest.
So wait, actually, isn't Mark the oldest? And JB's just the leader? I thought Mark was the oldest.
Oh, wait a minute. I might have that wrong.
Because the leader always goes first. Because, like with BTS, Namjoon goes first, but Jin's the oldest.
Let me double check real quick. Give me 1 second.
You're good, but I thought Mark was born in 93.
He is, yes. JB is 94. He's January 6th, which is 2 days before mine. Can I clarify that I was not born on January 7th? I said that in a past episode.
You said that in the, what was it? Either part 1
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. You said that during the game.
We were talking about
Christmas.
Yeah, and I was not born January 7th. I don't know why I said that. Apparently I don't know my own birthday. I was born January 8th. So forgive me. Not that it really matters, but I just wanted to clarify while I was thinking about it.
It's okay, because I even texted you. I'm like, because your birthday was coming up, and I was like, wait, Macy, I don't want to seem like a bad friend. When is your birthday? Because I'm editing this right now, and you said January 7th, and I could have swear to God your birthday was on the 8th.
I have no idea where that came from or what I may have been looking at to change the number. Because
I don't know either, because you specifically said my birthday's on January 7th, and I thought like I accidentally edited something or like you misspoke, and I'm like, no, you said that's clear as day.
No, yeah, I totally, and listening back to it, I'm like, where did that even come from? Like, what was I thinking? What was I looking at? What
were you on?
I don't know. But anyway, my birthday is January 8th. Same day as Elvis Presley. Fun fact. But yeah, so he's not the oldest. JB is the leader though, to get back into that. They were under JYP Entertainment.
Yes, we'll get to that in a second when Macy's done.
Yeah. Their debut mini album was called Got It, and their debut song was Girls, Girls, Girls as a group. So we can talk about the recent events.
Yes, because this is still pretty recent. I'm just trying to think of like when we're recording this and when this will come out. Right. But it doesn't matter. It
doesn't really matter. They officially left their agency January 19th, 2021. So that's the date for anybody who's listening. That's when they officially left.
Yes. When did you say they debuted again? The 16th or the 19th?
16th, yeah.
Okay. And I remember seeing them posting a bunch of like anniversaries of the 7 years. So I thought there was something in K-pop, not as much anymore, but like they used to call it the 7-year curse, where like a group rarely passed 7 years of their contract. So
yeah, I've heard of that. I think that's why we're worried about BTS as well. Did BTS and them debut in the same year? I don't remember what year BTS debuted. Was it 2014?
That was 2013. 2013.
13? Okay, so yeah, they were similar time, but they were technically
a year before.
Yeah, January.
And they renewed
2014 though, so I don't know what month. June. So not that far apart. Less than a year apart.
Yeah, if you want to get technical with the months, wasn't that far apart. But anyway, so they did leave this year, 2021. And I think neither side decided. So Jay, I thought I heard they were like trying to keep them, but it seems like, and I don't blame the members. Trust me, in like the past couple of years, I do not blame the members for not wanting to redo with JYP. Didn't really seem like they were keeping up with like promotions for not even just music, but if they were doing something like outside of JYP, which I know they do sometimes, I think. I don't know. Because I know I've heard JYP is not that great with like solo artists. That's why Jimin / Jamie left. Because they weren't like promoting her. She was basically like what they call in the basement.
Gosh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no. I feel like GOT7 as a whole has gotten the short end of the deal.
Which really sucks because I also feel like they brought that company up. I'm just going to say it.
I don't know what other groups are technically under JYP, but I would imagine that they're one of the best performing.
Stray Kids is under JYP. Twice is under JYP.
Okay, Twice is probably higher as far as revenue goes. But
I heard GOT7 actually was, and then it's Twice.
Really?
Yeah, was. Keyword
Twice
was.
fans seem more vocal to me, but I feel like a lot of people love GOT7. So I would imagine that they have a lot of supporters that maybe just aren't as out there on social media.
Probably not. They somewhat seem a little bit more chill, but I can't speak for everyone because I'm not going to put their fans in a bubble. I try not to put a group of people in a bubble, so I just don't know. I'm also probably just not on that side of the internet, so maybe that's why I'm not seeing it.
I don't participate too much in social media, so I don't see it a lot. But I do know that their fans are a lot less vocal than a lot of groups, even though they have a lot of fans. That's all I have really gathered. My point is that GOT7 has not been nearly promoted enough as they should. And I feel like they have a lot of fans, but they deserve a lot more, is my point.
Exactly. I agree with that because I feel like, like I said, I've always said I haven't been in this long, but I feel like there was a shift during one of their songs where they were just getting really popular, and JYP himself's like, I don't like that. Instead of supporting an artist that makes money for my company and brings in high revenue, let me just tear them down because I have this weird obsession of being a singer, even though I can't sing. And just, I don't want them more popular than I am.
I think it might have been Call My Name. I think that
You think it was Call My Name?
I think so. I think that album really turned a new leaf for them. I think it was a really cool concept, and I think a lot of people responded really well to it.
I was almost thinking later like Lullaby and Miracle, because I almost feel like Call My Name wasn't even really that promoted that much, because I don't even think they went on that many music shows with Call My Name.
They didn't do a ton for it. I just remember seeing a lot of it, going back to my whole YouTube thing. A lot of my information comes from YouTube, and I saw way more of the reaction channels and people paying attention to Call My Name. People who've never listened. I saw that first time listening to GOT7 all over the place, and it was Call My Name is what people were listening to. And then they'd go back. So I would say that there was maybe 2 spikes. The Lullaby Miracle era was probably a spike, and then Call My Name was another spike. And so to wrap that up, I think all of them hopefully will continue to make things, whether that be music or dance.
GOT7 itself isn't actually disbanded. I think they never actually announced that they're disbanded. They just left the company. And I thought I was trying to look this up, but I was reading some things. Don't know if they're true or not. Someone can fact check me, that they actually now have the rights to their songs. So the intellectual property got transferred to the members. So it's not under JYP anymore. So that's why they're still, if they want to make music as GOT7, they can. And they don't have to worry about any legal battles with JYP. So that's amazing. Okay. Yeah, and it's really rare, great. Honestly, especially even in K-pop or just music in general. But I know in K-pop that's extremely rare.
Yeah. So even though they've technically left, I'm hoping for more music, whether it be from all 7 of them or individually. I know for sure that Jackson will be doing more music. Yeah,
Jackson's building up Team Wang. We know he's going to. Not only in Team Wang, music-wise, but I know he's been trying to dabble into fashion. Not even just for himself, but for Team Wang. I know they've made a couple clothes. I'm too poor to buy them, though. But it's good for people that can afford it.
For sure. But I was just going to add to that and saying that he has already had a well-developed solo career, and I think he'll continue that. I don't think he'll have any trouble continuing what he's doing, at least with his music, and just branching out into more things as well. I don't know about the other members technically with like solo stuff. I think they're all very capable of it, and I think some of them will dabble in it, but I'm not sure who's going to do what.
Well, I have a list of when the news was coming out that they're leaving JYP, of like what they're doing moving forward, as far as we know. There's only 2 members that I don't know their plans, which is JB and Bam Bam. I don't think there's any articles of whether JB signed with another that I am aware of, another company. All I know is that he just opened up his own personal Twitter account. So if you guys want to go follow JB on Twitter now, he's on there. He's been pretty active, surprisingly, too. And I also don't know about Bam Bam. I think he's been doing a lot more work in like Thailand. So I'm assuming he's still going to focus on music, because I think also recently he did like an OST for a Thai movie. I remember posting about it on Twitter. I haven't heard it, but I just know he did like a song for a movie. Jin Young signed with a new entertainment company called BH Entertainment, and they mostly focus on actors, but I also read an article from SoapMe, which I think translates articles from Naver, which is like the main engine source over in Korea, to English. And I think it said BH is allowing Jin Young to focus on acting and music, since he really wants to do both. So they're willing to work with him on that.
Yeah, we didn't mention this, but I don't know what drama he debuted in, but he is
I can never say the word.
Psychomatic or something like that.
Sure. Psychometric.
Which was really popular. So
I watched it. It was really good.
He's a really good actor, so I think he'll do well with that.
I thought him and JB did some type of idol drama, like when JJ Project came out. I don't know if it was before GOT7.
Yeah, they show embarrassing clips of it all the time when they're on talk shows. I don't know what it's called, but they all run away and cringe against walls when they play clips from it. So
I don't blame them, especially if I saw the outfits. But then again, like the early 2010s were a different time. So
yeah, for sure.
Especially in fashion. Yeah. So Young Jae actually signed with a company called Sublime Artist Agency. So I'm assuming company where you can continue to do music. Like we were saying earlier, Jackson will continue growing Team Wang, doing his own music. And he actually also signed a partnership contract with Sublime Entertainment, the one that Young Jae's in, to do different entertainment businesses between Korea and China. So at least we'll know Young Jae and Jackson will still, in some ways, whether it's little or big, work together or just like be in contact with each other. Sure. Mark, and just recently, I know he is back now, just moved back to LA here in the United States to spend some time with his family. And he also opened up his new YouTube account, like his own channel.
I followed
and
it.
He's coming out with a song with an artist, and I don't know the artist's name. I didn't write it down. I didn't write down the song, but I'm pretty sure it'll be out before this episode comes out. And last but not least, Yugium signed a contract with hip hop label AOMG, and I believe that is either the company that Jay Park started or still owns. I don't know if Jay Park still owns AOMG. I just know he has a hand in creating that company.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So honestly, all of them looks like they're still going to work on music, whether it's with another company or like independently. Hello, everyone. And you know what that sound is? It's Simone here with my PSA. As always, Macy, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm currently dying from an allergy attack, so don't mind me.
Okay.
We're just here from the future to mention some things that we didn't say.
Yes, just quickly, because we always basically pre-record these like sometimes in advance. So like I always have to come on with the PSA when new things happen. So since we're on the topic of GOT7 and we just talked about like them leaving JYP, the future, we didn't know what was going to happen. They decided to release a song, a fan song called Encore. So I'm assuming that means if they do release music with GOT7, that it's going to be under Universal Music. Because it was under Universal Music.
Imagine so.
Okay. That's really rare, but I'm really happy for them that they were able to do that. So
yeah, it's really cool. If they like, I was expecting them to do projects together in the future, like even just like one-offs with like maybe a couple of the members, or like maybe every once in a while a group song. Right. But I wasn't sure if it was going to be GOT7, you know? So that's cool that they can like keep the group and the name and potentially do some stuff in the future.
I mean, they said they were going to. I just didn't know the extent or like if they had to do their own thing, like their own money. But it's nice that I guess they'll still have some type of support system. No matter how we feel about companies, they help with the money. Let's be honest. They help move projects along. So
unfortunately, you can't really not make it as an independent, but it's harder.
It's harder. I mean, they have a name to where they can, but still, it's still a good thing. But anyway, we're just coming in to talk about the song because they dropped a little music video. They also have a new YouTube channel under GOT7, so they're completely gone from JYP. But Macy, since you're the official Agase here, how did it make you feel?
I cried.
It was very emotional.
I wouldn't normally cry. I'm a little bit emotional right now. However, I think I didn't cry like throughout the whole thing. I just kind of cried at the end when they were talking about like, we'll always be together kind of thing. Like, we're going to sing for you and it's going to be fine. And just seeing them, I like videos like that, seeing them interact with each other. I thought it was really cute and sweet. And they show some concert footage, which made me kind of sad.
Oh my God. Like the whole thing was like what you were saying. The whole thing was so sentimental. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. Just like reassuring fans and just like watching them, be together. Cause you can obviously tell they're close, like friendship wise. Mm-hmm. And then like it got me when they started talking to their fans. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. And then when it like faded to black and then faded to concert footage. And then like when you hear the audience singing encore, and I was like, oh, so y'all really just gonna make me sit here and cry.
Yeah. I
was bawling.
It reaffirmed in my brain that if they ever do any kind of live concert again, I'm going. I don't care where it is.
With you. I'm going with you.
Yeah. I don't care where it is. If I have to fly to another country, I'm going to do it. Just because I refuse to I just want to see them once.
Yeah.
I don't need to see them a bunch of times. I just want to see them once live. So if they ever do a GOT7 concert in the future, I'm going to go see them. Yes. I don't care where it is.
Yes. And take me with you. So
yeah,
we just wanted to say that. Other than that, they all seem to be doing good. Jackson was also recently on a podcast episode called Get Real that the Dive Studio does. So with like BM from Card, Peniel from B2B, and Ashley, who used to be in Ladies Code. So that's a really good episode. So I would encourage you guys to listen to that because he talks about his plans for this year and the future of GOT7 and all that. So I didn't know that his part of his deal when he was making his own music, when he was still under JYP, that he couldn't release music in Korea also. So I didn't know none of his music wasn't available in Korea. That was news to me.
I don't know why really, but
I'm sure that was just part of the deal for him to be able to do that. So I don't know. You know how sometimes companies are. I guess they thought it would clash or something. I don't know.
I guess. Yeah. He
doesn't make any sense to me, but
yeah, he was never involved in their Japanese tours as well. So I'm not sure the exact reason. I assume part of it was so that he could have time to do his stuff.
Probably.
But there was a conflict with that as well, where he couldn't be in their Japanese releases, so he wouldn't go on tour or be on those albums with them. And he would most of his stuff he would work on when they were doing that stuff. So
anyway, but go listen to that because it's very funny and some good advice that they give towards the end. And they're all just very funny people. What else? Oh yes, before we also go, besides Encore, I think a couple days later or a week later, since Yugyeom's with AOMG, they decided to release a dance visual, basically introducing him to the company. So he was dancing with either other artists or just dancers part of the company to Travis Scott's song franchise. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. So I remember I was thinking back when we recorded this, I was like, somehow Yugyeom snuck up on me and I couldn't remember why. And I watched the video and I remembered why.
Yeah. He's, I like him a lot. He is an extremely good dancer. And that's something that I noticed right away. If you haven't watched, obviously go watch this new dance film. But if you haven't watched his Hit the Stage performances, they're worth watching. They're really good. He's an interesting dancer. He's also very tall, which, I love it when tall people are really good at dancing because typically they're not. It's harder for you to be coordinated and graceful when you're super tall and lanky. But he is an extremely good dancer, very talented.
Yes, that he is. Not only that, like he seemed happy doing it.
Yes,
I liked his smile. He seemed very happy
really
in that
fun
dance.
and energetic.
Yes. So I'm happy for him. I can't wait for his music to come out under the company. I'm just excited for GOT7 and all the members' futures. You know, they were really held back in JYP. So I'm excited to see their talent and what they can really prove actually come out now in the future, whatever that may be. They're all very talented individuals. So we're all excited to see what the future holds for each 7 of them.
Good luck to GOT7.
Yes. And with that, we are end this very long PSA, but we just wanted to bring those up. All right.
Go watch Encore and dance visual.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Yugim looks very fine dancing. Very happy.
Yes, in his white tee.
Yes, in this white tee and the big. Let me stop before I start simping. Okay, let's get back to the.
One more. I was gonna say one more thing. I saw a really cute. Have you seen the TikTok of Mark dancing in front of the TV while that is playing? Because it's adorable.
No.
If you haven't, go watch it. That's all.
Okay. Back to the episode because this is getting long.
Bye.
So yeah, that's where they're heading off now. But it still seems like they're willing and want to do music in the future together at GOT7. So Macy, you may get a chance to go see them in concert because honestly, I told myself they were the only other group I would spend money to go see in concert. So
I'd love that.
Let's get through this pandemic first, though.
I know. I don't know how far I would travel to go see them, but I would really love to see them. So we'll see if that can happen once the world fixes itself, which who knows.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Slowly.
I think that's a good introduction to them as a group. And
yeah,
we talked a little bit about each member. So I'm sure we'll bring up stuff along the way if we think of it. But I think we can go ahead and get started with our game.
Yeah. So I just realized I didn't mention this. We are basically still playing the guess our favorite song. I mean, it's in the title, but just in case. Macy, how do you feel about this one? Because I think this one is actually going to turn into a disaster. We know nothing about our taste when it comes to GOT7. It's a completely different ball game. I was lucky with the last one with BTS. I don't know about this one. This is literally anyone's game.
Yeah, I have no idea. I had a harder time picking these songs for myself than I did the BTS one. I had trouble getting rid of like certain ones. I have only for sure heard you mention like maybe 3 of these songs besides like Jackson stuff. So I have no idea. I don't feel good about it at all. I was listening to it. I changed it at least 4 times, like yours and mine.
You even changed it before I called you, right?
Huh?
Didn't you change your list before I called you? Like today?
I didn't really change it today. But I changed it. We were originally gonna, I don't remember when the first time we were gonna record was, but I've changed it since we originally said we wanted to do this and you told me to pick the albums. After I picked the albums, I think I've changed my list like 4 times. So.
And that doesn't make me feel any better with my list because I just made it once and I left it alone.
Yeah, the only one I changed since we talked was the first was Die, because we were going to originally do the hidden tracks and then we decided not to, so that one I had to change. But other than that, we'll see. I don't know. We're not doing all of the albums like we did with BTS. GOT7 also has a ton of music, but we didn't want to do like 4 parts of something again. I think this will end up being 2 parts. We're going to do five of GOT7's albums and then JJ Project, Just 2, and Jackson Mirror's album. So we're going to have 2 parts. This episode is going to focus on the GOT7 albums as a whole. We picked 5 of them, which I had a hard time to 6 of them. I had a hard time doing.
Yeah, because I requested us doing Spinning Top because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. So we also have some mentions and honorable mentions.
And like Mason was saying, we didn't do all of them because I'm not going to lie, it took me forever to edit the first game. It was still fun. I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, if we continue doing this, we're only picking a couple, unless that artist that we do only has like 2 or 3, then obviously we'll do all of them. It's just easier. But if they have an excessive, and I also don't know with GOT7 if any of these members have made any type of mixtapes or like songs that are on like SoundCloud or something. So if anyone knows, don't be afraid to send me a link because I would like to listen. Right. But other than that, I don't know. So we're just doing official album that we are aware of.
Yeah, they also don't have a ton of stuff like featuring other artists. Like they have some, Jackson probably has the most, but there's not a lot of songs that are like featuring American artists or Korean artists for that matter. It's mostly just their stuff. There are some, but not as much as like BTS, for example. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the mentions. I'm just gonna read them out. So we have Moon You, A, Stop Stop It, Cold, Fly, One and Only You featuring Holland, X, Oxygen, Red featuring Ice, Bounce, Flash Up, Go Higher, Thank You, Love Loop, I Won't Let You Go, Papillon, Okay, Gravity, God Has Returned, and
Manana.
Manana. Okay, so God Has Returned.
I was right. It is for tomorrow. It is the Spanish word to tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Spanish word for tomorrow. Jaeyoung's and Yugyeom's dance track. It's like an instrumental. It's one of the hidden tracks on the Die album.
Yeah, and if you guys, I mean, if you're listening to this and you're unaware of GOT7, I just wanted to let you know the songs Red featuring Ice, X, Oxygen, and Papillon are specifically songs made by Jackson.
And Okay. Yeah, Okay is also one of Jackson's.
Did you say Okay? I didn't hear you.
I did say it, yeah. I hope I said it. I think I said it.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I don't.
Yeah, those are Jackson songs.
Okay, and then you mentioned Gravity, the God Has Returned one, and Jin Young and Yugyeom Dance, which are the hidden tracks and Die.
Yes.
Just wanted to mention that in case there's anyone listening that are unfamiliar with GOT7 and their music.
And then we have some honorable mentions. These are our top, there's 16 of them, top songs. This is in no particular order. These are just the top songs that we chose. So we have Paradise. Sign.
Give me a sign.
Never Ever.
Hang on, before you continue, love the video of them cooking with that's the song they sang for that one clip, right? The Never Ever, when they were making a cake.
Oh yeah, when they're cooking. Never Ever, yeah. I think.
That one's so cute. Okay, you can keep going. I might stop you sometimes to talk about a song.
Yeah, it's all good. One of my favorite parts in that video is when JB keeps forgetting to walk up to the microphone, but he has such a good projection that he's so loud.
I think there's one point where he just gave up. He's like, I'm too busy making this cake. I'm just going to sing right here.
Yeah. It's really funny. Vitamin. So then we have 100 Ways. Pretty Please.
Love that song. Love that video. 100 Ways. No, I was just saying I love that song and I love that music video.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
That's such a cool video. The cinematography in that is amazing.
It's really nice.
As well as Pretty Please. Those are really cool.
That one's really cool too. And then the same lead actress for 100 Ways was also in Pretty Please. So I thought that was nice. And it almost looked like, in a way, we're almost like traveling in time. So I don't know if he intentionally made like a storyline for that, but that'd be really cool if he did.
He says
I'm not reading too much into it. Does he?
No, he says it in the end of that video, Pretty Please, the behind the scenes, because he mentions that it's the same actress and that it's like...
Is it connected to 100 Ways though? That's what I'm saying.
I believe so. I thought that's what he said. I thought he was just talking about
the storyline for Pretty Please, like in general.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, whether it is or not, they're both cool music videos.
Yeah, just to reiterate, Fetamin, 100 Ways, and Pretty Please are all Jackson Wang songs.
Yes.
And then we have Face. You Are. Firework. Look. Ride, which is also one of the hidden tracks on Die.
And that's specifically JB's
yes. Yeah.
JB song, right?
I love that song. That would have been my number one on Die if we had added them.
I'm glad we did it.
Song for me. Yeah, top tier song for me. I don't remember where I started. So If You Do.
Every night, feel like a fool. You gotta know.
Just
wait,
right.
hang on. Wait.
What?
You go so fast. I just wanted to mention If You Do for some reason. I think that either might be my favorite GOT7 song or like definitely in top 3 of all time. I don't know what it is about that song. I just love that song. The chorus always like gets stuck in my head. Yeah. I'm too tired to sing.
And then we have right. And we have Just Right. Which
Also
that was one of the
top 3.
songs. Yeah, that was one of the songs that solidified that I was going to be a fan of them. That music video is adorable, and the dance is ridiculously funny and cute.
It's cute.
And then we have Teenager.
Yeah, you make me think. You make me think. You 취해줘도 뭐 어때?
Which was also one of the songs that solidified it for me. It's one of my favorites. I just want to shout out the album 7 for 7 real quick because it is literally really one of my favorite albums. I had a hard time not putting that on the guessing list, but I was trying to stay away from too many albums that were like so short. So that was the one that I gave up, but I really love the whole album. And quite a few of them are on these honorable mentions. And then we have Girls, 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 which we mentioned earlier was their debut song.
We'll never get tired of Girls, Girls, Girls. Girls, 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 they love me.
Hey, girls, they love me.
Like, yes. I don't know why.
We do in fact love you.
They do in fact love you. You don't have to doubt about that.
And then finally we have Nice.
Yeah, that was Nice. This is the one I added. I mean, and a couple others too, like Just Right. I've just been recently listening to Nice. I think that's on the same EP as Just Right. And I forgot I had that song like on my phone, but it came on in the car one time and like I was doing something to where I couldn't change it. I'm like, wait, what song is this? And then I've been listening to it nonstop ever since. And that's been at least like, I want to say 4 months ago. And now I play it almost every day.
Wow.
It's a good song. Good mentions. Good honorary mentions.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, in no particular order. Those are just our top songs, and I think we mentioned a couple of them are like higher than others. We didn't specify for the list because it was a combined list, so we didn't want to deal with like putting them in the right order.
All right. Anyway, now
should
it's time.
We miserably fail? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Yes. What did you want to do with this point system again? I also forgot to mention in the last game we did for part 3 and 4 that we changed the point system.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering
if we should have done that halfway through.
I wanted to be adventurous and I got bored. I'm not going to lie. But we'll change it again and keep it this way.
What I had suggested was 5 points if it's on the list.
Did we have it like that last time or no?
Yeah. No, I only changed the number 1 spot because it went from like 10 points if you got in the right place to 50 points if you got it in the first place. So I was trying to even them out a little bit more to give us more of a chance because I feel like we're not going to get the number ones. So I want it to be more even so that if you get some of the other ones, you have a better chance of like racking up some points that way.
Okay, so you said 5 points on the list.
Should we do 10 or 15 for the in the right place?
What did you have in mind for number 1? 30 for number 1?
I
or 20?
Was going to put 20. So maybe 10. 5, 10, 20, and then 50 if you get all of them right, which is not going to happen.
No, not at all. I'd be fairly shocked. So 10 in the right spot?
Yeah, 20 for number 1, and then 50 for all right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that written down so I would not forget while we're tallying this up, even though it's not like this really means anything. We'll probably just play for the same thing, which is either food or something at the K-pop store.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Which is funny that you didn't actually even buy me anything K-pop related. It was anime related though. We'll post
just
a
from
picture.
The shop. You still got a prize and some food.
I did.
The first one we're going to start with is Flight Log Turbulence with the title track Hard Carry.
Yes, this is the one that's in the middle. There's 3 flight logs, right? But we just did the middle one.
I know there's Arrival, Turbulence. Is there another one? Let me
Could have
check.
sworn there was one more.
No, I think it's just...
No?
I think it's just Arrival and Turbulence.
I could have sworn there was 3.
Unless I'm missing it.
Okay. I don't know why I thought Fly was part of the flight log.
Yeah, no. I mean...
It's not, though.
No. So just flight log. Did I just... Arrival and Turbulence, but we're doing Turbulence.
Yes.
And the title track is Hard Carry for that one.
Which is fine out of the 2, because I think Turbulence is the one I listen to the most anyway. So.
Yeah, me too. That's why I picked that one versus the other one.
All right. Am I going first or are you going first?
You can guess first, I guess.
Okay. I'm trying to prepare myself with the disappointment real quick.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so for this one, for you, for number 5, I have My Home. 4, I have Prove It. 3, I have Dreamin'. 2, I have Hey. And 1, I have Hard Carry. I just went with the title track because I had no idea. I was like, let me just go.
Okay. I'm gonna guess yours. I will say that you have one in the right place though.
Okay.
Okay, so for you, I guessed 5. I put Prove It. 4, Skyway. 3, Hey. 2, Mayday, and 1, Hard Carry.
Yeah, I'm already the loser for this. Okay, so I think I revealed mine last for the BTS ones. You want me to go first, revealing mine for the GOT7 one?
Sure.
All right, so you got number 5 right, which was Prove It. Number 4 was the Boom. What is it? Boom?
Oh, 3 times
3?
Yeah, times 3. I almost had Skyway on here too. It was really hard between those 2. But I went with the Boom one. 3 is Who's That? And you got 2 and 1. 2 was Mayday. And 1 was Hard Carry. I also kind of gave that away because when I was with you, I'm like, Macy, let me give you a freebie. But I guessed it though. You didn't say anything. You said you thought I would know what yours was, and I said Hard Carry, and you're like, I'm not telling you.
And then I didn't talk. Yeah.
So
I thought that was a giveaway.
I guessed though. I guessed
True.
before you didn't say anything.
Okay, yes. But yes, I love Hard Carry. That's one of my favorite songs.
Did you say Hey or no?
No, I said Hey for yours, but it's not on my list.
Okay.
I almost put Hey on there as well. This was really hard for me to make my list and your list.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
Okay, I will reveal mine. So my number 5 is Hey. My number 4 is Prove It.
Okay, so I got that one right. Yay.
My number 3 is Hard Carry.
Well, let's do this. 이슈 제조기라 부르면서 어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워.
God damn it.
My number 2 is Let Me. And my number 1 is Mayday.
I already knew it. Mayday is a good song, but Hard Carry just...
I really like Hard Carry as well. It was really hard for me to choose all of these songs. I went back and forth a lot. Mayday was always number 1, but I think I had put Hard Carry as 2 at one point.
It's good. Okay, well, I got 20 for that.
I got
Starting off.
40 for that.
Of course you did. I already told you I'm already just going to say you're the winner of this, but let's continue.
But that's why I wanted to lower the number 1, because if we had kept it at 50, I would have been way ahead already, and I want us to have more of a chance to get points.
That's true. Look at you being fair. I like to cause chaos, but we're being fair.
Right.
All right, Macy.
Okay, so the next album
Tell us the next one.
we're doing is Present You with the title track Lullaby.
And an additional music video for Miracle.
Yes, they do have.
But Lullaby is the title track, right? Because I was getting confused on that.
I looked it up. I looked these up to make sure because I thought I knew, but Lullaby is technically the title track.
Okay, I'm not. So let me just say this now.
Mm-hmm.
This one was the hardest for me to choose for you. I was
really?
like,
There are a
for
lot
you.
of solos on this one, so I had a hard time.
Yes.
I had a hard time deciding whether you would have more solos or not.
I think I only have one solo on here.
Okay, well then I'm going to lose.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's only one. The rest are group songs.
Okay, I'll guess first. I guess.
Wait, what about you? Do you have more solos or group songs? Now I'm worried.
I think I have more solos. In fact, yeah, more solos.
So we're both fucked then. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and say what I wrote down for yours.
Mm-hmm.
So number 5, I put I Am Me. Number 4, I put Come On. 3, I put Phoenix. 2, No One Else. And 1, Made It.
Okay. So
That didn't make me any more confident. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So for you, number 5, I put Enough. Number 4, I put Nobody Knows. 3, I put Save You. 2, I put I'm Fine. And 1, I put Made It.
Is there a song called I'm Fine or is it Fine?
It's called I'm Fine.
Thought it was Fine.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Just want to make sure we're not getting song titles confused.
I'm wrong. It's fine. Why did I do that? I'm thinking
know.
I've got BTS on the brain, I guess.
You do.
It's just
like wrong group, Macy. You named 2, I think, but I don't. No, you named 3, but I don't think they were on the right list, like right order.
Mm-hmm.
So number 5 for me was Come On. Or was Lullaby. Absolutely adore Lullaby.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought you did. Isn't that one of the only couple songs I talk about? Forgot. No?
Unless my goldfish brain is deceiving me. I don't think you've mentioned that one.
Both of our goldfish brains could be deceiving us.
We really don't talk about GOT7 specific songs very much.
We don't.
So.
Unless it's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't.
We've talked about the newer ones more, I think. But
Did we?
I think maybe a little bit. Not really.
What is with our memories, Macy?
I have the capacity of a gnat. It's horrible.
Okay, let me keep going. Number 3 was Fine.
Okay.
I like that song, and I didn't know that was a solo song at first. That's Yu-Gi-Oh's solo song, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's where my biases be coming out if I pick their solo song, if they have any. Yes, love that song. Just recently, too. Only about like a couple months. 2 is Enough. Did you have that on my list?
I did. I put that as your number 5.
Okay, that was number 2. And number 1 was No One Else. And I went back and forth between Enough and No One Else, but then I decided Enough is 2, No One Else is 1.
Yeah, I put Nobody Knows. So I only got 2 of your song. Or I put Made It as your number 1, but I didn't put No One Else.
I really like that song. I don't know what it is. All right, what is yours?
So my number 5 is Fine. My number 4 is... Were you going to say something?
No, I was just making a noise, sigh of disappointment. It's fine, keep going.
My number 4 is Sunrise, which is JB's solo.
God damn it, you know what? But then again, I didn't know whose soul. I should have looked it up. That would have helped me.
My number 3 is Made It.
Fly so high, we made it. Dripping all on, we made it. Tell them we got this house, we made it. We made it.
My number 2 is Nobody Knows, which is Young Jay's solo.
Okay.
And then my number 1 is I Am Me. Which you put my number 1 as my last one again. You did that
you
last
know what? I should. That's my fault. And I was like, I know she likes this song, and I just didn't know where to put it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep putting your number ones as 5s?
Right. I put Young Jay's song higher than JB's only because I think that song is, one, it's just beautiful and I like it, but it's such a good example of his belt tone. Like, it's just, I think it showcases his voice beautifully. And it is one of my favorite songs on there.
I should have known better with I Am Me.
I Am Me, yeah.
I'm disappointed in myself.
God, it makes my heart happy, that song. I like it a lot.
It's a good song. I wanted to put that on my list too. It was hard. It was hard. Yeah, I knew that one was going to kill me. What did you get for that one?
I only got 10 points for that.
Oh, so we both got the same. Never mind. This is so hard.
Again, that was one of the longer ones. We've gotten past the 2 longest ones, I think. So there's less options going forward.
That's true. That doesn't make it any easier, though. It just means we'll at least get 5 points in some of these. All right. Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
So the next album we're doing is Spinning Top Between Security and Insecurity is the full name of that. And the title track is Eclipse.
Yes, and like I said, this one wasn't originally on Macy's list, but I insisted her to put it on here because I think this is one of my favorite albums.
Oh, that makes me nervous.
It's up there. I really like this one, this little mini album.
I will say this was probably one of the hardest ones for me to choose for you. So I don't know how I feel.
They were all hard for you, but...
Yeah, they were all hard, but I'm saying this was one of the harder ones to pick for.
Okay, so for number 5, I put The End. Number 4, I put Believe. 3, I put 1 Degree. 2, Eclipse. And 1, Page.
Okay.
The silence you do never makes me feel better. I'm just like, okay, was I just wrong? Was I right?
You keep...
No words of encouragement.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
It's okay.
Okay. So for this, just as one thing, I put ours as all the 5 like same songs, but in different order. So I think we're going to be similar with the ones we like, just a different order. So number 5.
So that means 1 song. Then I'll wait till you're done because I'm like, well, there was only 6 songs on this,
so I
right?
eliminated the same song for both of us, basically.
Okay, so I don't know if one of the songs I said for you then.
I don't know if mine are right
just
though.
Go. That's true.
Okay, so for you, number 5, I put Eclipse. Number 4, I put The End. Number 3, I put Page. Number 2, 1 Degree. And number 1, Believe. Shaking her head.
No. No.
Okay, well, like I said, there are only 6 songs. I just didn't know what order to put for you. Like, I couldn't decide.
And the 1 song you took out is 1 song I actually have on here.
Well, then.
So my number 5 is Time Out. The one that you took out. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Number 4 is 1 Degree. 3 is Believe. 2 is Page. And 1 is actually the title track, Eclipse.
what? I was like, she either really likes...
And I had a hard time between... I had a hard time between Paige and Eclipse. And so this time you actually had my number 1 as number 5.
Okay. I'm like, she either really likes this song or it's just going to be lower on the list, but I couldn't decide which one.
I love that song and the music video. There's a really cool, like that intricate dance they do. Don't they do like the dance with like the arms? Yes, it's so cool.
Yeah, I do like that choreo.
I love that song.
For me, that is one of the ones that I've played a little bit too much. So originally, if you'd asked me when it came out, that probably would have been higher, but now it's a little bit lower. So
Gotcha. That's why I didn't put it for your number 1, but now I feel like it's too high.
Well, I'm just gonna say you did it again. You put my you did the same thing I did.
God damn it.
So I
already know what you're about to say.
So my number 5 is Paige. Number 4 is Eclipse. Number 3 is 1 Degree. Number 2 is Believe. You think about my love against I know, but I'm mad against about you, baby, that's me. And number 1 is The End.
So my whole list is literally flipped.
Wait,
I literally have so your 1 to 5 is my 5 to 1 for you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I had The End for 5 for you, Believe 4. I got 3 right, 2 and 1. If I literally had flipped the whole thing, I would have gotten it right. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna cry. That's not fair. Why? Why did that happen? How did that happen?
I think that's the closest you've ever been to getting them all right. Because if you, like you said, if you just switched them.
If literally I could see myself physically just turn it 180 degrees and it would have been right. Oh my God.
Well, I think you got more points because you got one in the right order and all of them on the list.
That was 30. I need a moment because that truly made me sad. As you were reading it, my mouth just started falling deeper and deeper. Like, why did you do that, Simone? It's not like I knew, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God. All right, let's move on.
Right.
I can't.
So how many points did you get for that one?
30.
I got 20 for that one. So the next...
I literally had them all. I had them all.
The next album is Call My Name with the title track You Calling My Name.
Calling my name, never again.
Calling my name,
Yeah, love that song. Sorry. Although Mark's part, his little English part towards the end, I'm not gonna lie, is a little too much.
Yeah, sometimes they give him...
I don't know how it goes. Why did they give him those lines? Okay, this one was also hard. I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna be close with yours or not close at all. I'm not really sure which one.
If I have this flipped again, I'm just throwing my notebook against the wall and calling it a night. Okay, so for your number 5, I have Pray. 4, I have Crash and Burn. 3, I have, yep, I already see the face you're making. That's probably your number 1 or 3, I have Thursday. 2, Runaway, and 1, You Calling My Name. And I already know this is wrong by that face you made when I said Crash and Burn. That is probably your number 1,
You're
isn't
going to throw your thing against the wall again.
Is it? Is it reversed again?
It's very similar.
Why?
It's very similar. Not quite exactly reversed, but similar.
It's like, I know your taste, but I'm just not getting the order.
Okay. So for you, I put number 5 is Runaway, 4, Pray, 3, Crash and Burn, 2, You Calling My Name, and 1, Thursday.
Okay. I already told you this was going to be a disaster.
Was I close?
For my number 5 is actually Pray.
Okay.
I think you have them all on here.
Yeah.
4 is Crash and Burn. 3 is Runaway. And you got 2 and 1. So 2 is You Calling My Name. And 1 was Thursday. Another one, I was like, you should at least get Call My Name and Turbulence right. And you said them both. Yeah. I was just trying to be sneaky and be like, well, yeah, those aren't my number ones, but they are my number ones. I really love Thursday.
That's the one song that I was like, I know that's her top one because
I've definitely played that so many times around you.
So I was like, yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. And I like that, what is it, like Studio 4K, little music video for it. It's just the cutest. But yeah, that's my song.
Okay, so
I'm not ready.
So my number 5 is Runaway. My number 4 is You Calling My Name. Number 3 is Thursday. Number 2 is Pray. And number 1 is Crash and Burn.
Yep. I knew it. You're 4. My God.
So like you got some of them switched, but I think Crash and Pray were 5 and 4, and then You Calling My Name and Runaway were higher, and then Thursday you got right again. Like you got the third one right. I don't know what 3 is hot apparently.
Apparently I can get the number 3, just not anything else. Nothing that actually matters like the number 1. It's fine.
I think you'll get the next one.
I notice I say it's fine a lot when things aren't actually fine. Well, I don't mean it. Can't believe I did that. I think Spinning Top hurt me more than this one.
Yeah,
though. That one was literally exactly just flipped. Literally, like if I all right, on to the next.
How many did you get for that?
30 again.
30. I got 45. See, I feel like it's more even with the lower scores. So like, I don't want to penalize you for
We'll see when we tally it up.
Yeah. Okay, so the next album is Die with the title track Not by the Moon.
Favorite, and this is one where I actually started paying attention to GOT7 more. Sad to say, I don't know what I was on. I don't know why I was missing out on the GOT7 train.
Right.
But yeah,
I would say Not by the Moon is one of my favorite music videos from them.
It's a nice music video. The ending was kind of weird though because it didn't really fit with the rest when they were in the
wagon.
Buggy?
I don't know if maybe that was something that was going to continue and just didn't.
Yeah. I wish it did.
They're kind of like, I guess in Breathe, they're kind of on a like movie set. So I was thinking they might tie it in with that, but they didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what the horse carriage means.
I don't know either, and it looks like we never will, sadly, unless one of them. Maybe Mark will tell us on his YouTube channel. That'd be nice.
Yeah, explain the carriage.
Okay, are you ready for Die?
Yeah.
Again, I have no idea. I hope this isn't reversed again. I'm going 2 for 2 now.
I think you'll get my number 1. If you don't, I don't know, but I
now that makes me sad because now I don't think I have your number 1.
I put us as the same number 1. Okay, go. You can't change it now. You gotta guess.
Oh my God. For number 5, I put Trust My Love for You. 4, I put Not by the Moon. 3, I put Crazy. 2, I put Poison. And 1, I have Aura. And now I feel like I should have switched to 2 and 1. But I was like, maybe she overplayed Poison. Maybe it's... How do you say that one? Is it Aura or Aura?
I would say Aura.
Okay.
I think I'm wrong about you getting it then, because
I knew it
now. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm confused about what yours might be. But anyway. Okay, so for you, I put 5, Love You Better. 4, I put Aura. 3, I put Trust My Love. 2, I put Poison. And 1, I put Not by the Moon.
Damn it, so your 1 was Not by the Moon?
It is.
I would have thought that was overplayed.
Oh, no. Like I said, I wanted to put Ride for this one.
Right.
But, no, yeah, Not by the Moon is number 1. I've given it away now, but you can, if you want to
yes.
reveal.
I already know it's, okay, yeah. Well, let me say my list.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 for me was Aura. 4 was Crazy. 3 is actually Not by the Moon for me. I did actually overplay it a little bit. I used to play that song a lot, but it's still up there. 2 is Poison. And 1 is actually Love You Better.
Okay. We keep doing that.
Yeah,
we keep putting our 5s.
I don't know why. Okay. So what was yours?
So my number 5 is Crazy. My number 4 is Love You Better. Number 3 is Poison. Number 2 is Trust My Love. And number 1 is Not by the Moon.
You had Aura on here, right?
On my list, it's not on my list.
What did you have?
I put
Say your
what?
You have Love You Better
as number 4. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm missing from this list. I didn't put that for your list.
I put it on yours, and it was on yours. I just didn't get the right place.
Yeah, it was number 1.
That's surprising to me. For whatever reason, I remember when we were driving around in the car that one time, and I had this album on repeat. You're like, I need to stop hearing the beginning of Aura. You're like, stop! I can't listen to it anymore. So for some reason, I thought maybe,
remember.
Yeah, but anyway, I got 20 points for that.
I got 15.
All right. Well, we're on to our last album that we're going to do, which is Breath of Love.
If you can't tell, the sadder I sound, that means we're coming to an end.
Right.
And that's just because I'm losing.
Oh my gosh.
And because we're also ending. It's fine. It's fine.
So the last album is Breath of Love, Last Piece. This song, when I looked it up, it has 2 title tracks. It's Breathe. Is the first one, and Last Piece is the second title track. So there's 2 music videos.
Are they both considered
They're
title tracks?
According to
I
the
thought
internet,
Breathe was just a pre-release.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to include both of them because they both have music videos. According to the internet,
right.
They have it has 2 title tracks, but I don't know if that's accurate.
No, I think Breathe was technically considered a pre-release, but I thought the only one they really promoted, and the promotion was short. So this is when I think everyone knew that GOT7 and JYP relationship was like done, because I don't remember any promotion for this album that literally just came out, 2 months ago?
Yeah, no, it's
the members had to promote it themselves. Mm-hmm. So it was just really sad.
Beautiful album, by the way.
But
there's a version for each member, and I have Jackson and JB's, and it's really well done. I like it a lot.
Yeah, but I could have sworn Breathe was a pre-release and Last Piece was technically the title track.
I believe
don't they actually perform Last Piece?
I don't know. I believe you on the Last Piece thing. I just put both because they both have music videos, and according to the internet, it's like a dual title tracks album, but take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. Those are just both the main ones. This one I also struggled with you. Because this one, I feel like out of all of them, is definitely a different vibe and a lot
For sure.
slower.
Hey, I don't know. I didn't know where to gauge you with this one. So
this one, I'm not even going to be upset if I'm completely wrong.
either.
It was like this last one's literally anyone's game. I mean, not really when we tally up, but I mean like as far as the thing itself. Okay, so for 5 for you, I have Waiting for You. 4, I have 1+1. 3, I have Born Ready. 2, I have Breathe. And 1, I have Last Piece.
Okay, so for you, I put 5 as I Mean It, 4 Last Piece, 3 Special, 2 Born Ready, and I put 1 as Breathe for you.
Oh, Macy, congratulations for being the winner of the game.
Did I get those
No,
right?
I'm joking. You at least got the number 1.
Okay.
So okay, so let me see the others. So for 5 for me was Wave. 4 was I Mean It. 3 was 1+1. 2 was Last Piece. And I just said 1, which was Breathe. I actually like Last Piece quite a bit.
Okay.
It's a good song.
Was Born Ready not on your list?
It was not.
And neither was Special.
Nope.
Okay.
Again, this one was hard for me to choose.
Yeah, this one was hard for me.
And I chose this one on 1 listen, so I feel like it could have, except for the number 1, this could change. Except for the number 1 and 2. It could change when I go back. But making the list, I just listened to it once all the way through and picked for both of ours.
Yeah,
So that's why I said I'm not upset if...
I had a really hard time choosing this one. But I will say that Last Piece is not on my list. That was really hard for me to do that. But it didn't make it on there. But I really like this new album. It's one of my favorites so far. So my number 5 is I Mean It. My number 4 is Waiting for You. My number 3 is Special. My number 2 is Breathe. And my number 1 is Wave.
Damn it.
I really like Wave.
Okay. Cool. I knew this was going to go this way.
Okay. Let's tally all the
Spinning
points.
top is forever going to haunt me. I'm not going to get over that. That's just unfair. What does SpongeBob say? Krusty Krab is unfair. Something in the air. Something about oppression. I don't know.
I do remember the
I'm being
oppression
dramatic.
part.
When he's protesting.
Yeah.
Okay, are we adding the next part that we do?
Yeah, we
onto
will.
this?
I was just gonna get a score of
Okay.
this first, so we have it.
I have all well, it's only even numbers anyway. Never mind. Apparently, I can't count still. All right, well, I'm tallied up because mine was pretty easy.
Yeah, I think I've got mine.
Okay, well, I have so far 105.
Okay, I have 165.
Yep. Of course. It's okay, though.
Again, we're learning things about each other.
Yeah, we are. We sure are.
Hey, you won last time.
That's true. I'm not being a sore loser right now. Okay. I mean, that was still fun. Like you said, we're learning stuff. Now I know I have a hint of your GOT7 taste. I already knew this was going to be hard because it is a lot slower, and I just don't know.
Yeah,
if it was anybody else, these are types of songs I usually don't listen to. If it was anybody else,
a lot of their songs for me are more emotional. So it's like it's just a different vibe, which changes because technically I say overall that I'm more of a rap based person, like song wise, and also the faster paced ones. However, I mean, like that's not always true, but that was a safer bet to go with the BTS songs, where these songs, they're just a completely different feel. And I tend to listen to GOT7 as more of an easy listening group and more of an emotional group. So that changed my answers a lot for this one. But
and GOT7 has definitely helped. Like when I was in college, even before Not By the Moon, I wouldn't consider myself a stan, but I listened to their music a lot. So GOT7 helped me like when I was doing my homework and stuff.
Yeah, I like to put them on the background when I'm like doing more chill things.
So listen to GOT7 to get good grades, people.
Right?
GOT7 will get you the A's.
Boost your brain power.
Get you the A's. Exactly. Listen to GOT7 if you want to be an intellect. Yes, that's the word.
All right. Well, should we wrap it up?
All right, guys. Well, Macy, did you have any closing thoughts or no? You good?
I'm good. I just really like GOT7, if you can't tell. That's it. Okay. And I'm excited to shed some light on them.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. So thank you for listening to today's episode. You can find us everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe. Why can I never say subscribe? I've noticed every time I'm closing, I say describe. Mm-hmm. No, it's subscribe. Subscribe to the podcast. And give us ratings on any podcasting platforms that allows you ratings as well as comments. You can follow us anywhere on social media not anywhere, just Instagram and Twitter. I was thinking pod. And if you have any questions, comments, or a topic you think we should talk about, you can email us. Oh my God, I can't survive this ending. I was thinking pod@gmail.com. Thanks, and we'll see you in part 2.
Bye-bye.
Bye.